Hey guys, I'm Raph Nogal. I'm a Toronto wedding photographer and I'm super excited to give you my first impressions of the new Profoto B10. Alright guys, so I want to tell you a little bit about the key features of this unit that I really loved. But before we do, I want to be fully transparent here guys. So I am a Profoto Canada Ambassador and I just want to make sure that you know that this video is not going to be skewed in one way. I really want to give you my perspective as a working wedding photographer and my experience with the unit. So I've had this unit for about a month or so and we've taken it to various different jobs, being engagements and wedding shoots. One of the key features that I really love about this unit is simply the power and the size. So this is a 250 watt second unit, which is basically the power of a B2 and only one stop difference in terms of power from the B1X, which is 500 watt seconds. So this one being 250, it packs a lot of punch for such a small little unit. This is super light. It's about 2.8 pounds. So just a quick note, the B10 does come with a flash bracket, which is attached really easily. This will allow you to put the unit on top of a light stand, and there's space for an umbrella as well. But for the rest of the video, we're going to keep it off. Another really great feature of this unit is the LED modeling light. So it's a little bit different than what you're used to, but this light is extremely powerful, dimmable, and even better, you can actually adjust the color temperature of the LED light, which is really cool. Another great thing about the B10 is the smart connectivity. So this is new for Profoto. The unit has a Bluetooth connection and you're able to control features of the unit through an actual phone app. So guys, let's talk about the power. So 250 watt seconds, again, what we're used to with a Profoto B2. And again, the size is just so amazing that you can pack so much power into this super lightweight unit. So 250 watt seconds is about the power of about 5 speed lights. So let's look at size. So guys, this is 2 speed lights, right? It's actually they're taller than the unit, and really when you compare it size-wise, I mean they're quite comparable in terms of size. So the size of 2 speed lights, but really the power of 5. And as you know, as visual people, let's do this. It's a bit silly, but let's stack up 5 speed lights. And I mean honestly, you're getting this much power in this size, which is quite awesome. Okay guys, let's compare the size of the B10 to the B2. So now remember, B2, we've got cables and we have a pretty fair sized battery pack here. When you look at the B10, this is actually a self-contained unit. The battery pack is right here. So quite a big difference, but again, same power, 250 watt seconds. Let's look at the B10 versus the B1X in terms of size. You can see right away it's about half the size. And when you look at weight-wise, it is actually half the weight as well. Having said that, it's also half the power. One other thing I wanted to show you guys is actually the difference in terms of the battery. The battery is actually quite bulky on the B1X compared to the B10, and you can see the difference right here. So in terms of power, size, and weight, and how that's been a benefit to us is that 250 watt seconds, this unit is able to really overpower the sun whenever we need it for those couple portraits on top of the hill on a sunny day. We're able to utilize all the Profoto light shaping tools as well, such as my favorite unit, or modifier rather, the OCF Magnum. So that fits right on top here, just like you're used to with other Profoto products. You have the scale, the zoomability as well, so you can zoom the modifier up and down to flood the light or contain it a little bit more. And you have over 120 light shaping tools available so that you're able to use the entire system to its full capacity here. And again, we love the fact that you're able to put this in a rolling bag along with your lenses and cameras and have this be contained in your bag, which is really cool and helpful, especially on those trips where we had to hike down somewhere in a backpack, you know, carrying a backpack. We had to, let's say, just have this unit on us for, you know, a long period of time as well. So again, that's where the size and weight and the power you get out of that comes really handy on location shoots. So let's talk about the LED light. This is really cool. I'm sure you guys might be used to regular modeling lights. This is a little bit different. So what this unit has is an LED light that dims, and also, this is the coolest part, changes the color temperature here. So we're going from 3000 Kelvin to 6500. So that's very, very cool. We've used this in situations where we are, let's say, doing details at a hall. Everything's set up beautifully. There's a certain ambience in the room. There's a certain feel. There's a certain color palette as well. We are able to adjust the color of our light for those details where we don't need all those pops of flash without gelling, things like that. We're able to just use this unit, get a modifier if we want to soften the light or, you know, grid it. We're able to do that just with this unit, hand hold it, able to see exactly where the light's going, and that's been very useful in those sort of situations. So in terms of the technical specs of the LED, we're looking at 2500 lumens, which is quite bright, and we're looking at 90 to 96 CRI, which is very, very suitable for video work and of course still photography as well. Let's talk about the new feature, smart connectivity via Bluetooth. So there's a Profoto app, which is actually a really cool app for capturing photos. You have a lot of control there as well, but let's get into it and show you what it looks like. So remote control, guys, you can actually set up a few of these units and be able to control the power of the flash. Look how fast the unit actually changes as I'm scrolling. And what's really cool is that you can actually feel the little vibrations in the phone as well as you're scrolling through. You can turn on continuous lights. You can turn on that LED modeling light. As you can see, it turns on. And again, we can control the brightness of this, dimmable, and we can also switch the color temperature as well. So one of the best features, I think, of this app personally is the fact that you can actually update your firmware right through the app without connecting any USB cables to your computer, downloading files, and going through all that stuff. This is super easy. You simply go to the menu, you go to Advanced, and you go to Firmware Update. And if there's a firmware update available, it will tell you right there and then. You click OK, you give it a couple minutes, and the unit is updated. So it's never been easier to be up to date with your unit and get the latest features available to you right there and then. So everything's here, guys, too. You can control your groups, channels, and all the flash modes and all the features that the unit actually has right from the app, which is just super convenient as well. So the last thing I want to talk about is the menu of the B10. And honestly, guys, I would get into the details of the menu. It does look really nice, but there's really nothing else to it other than the fact that it's really well designed, it's simple, and just really easy to navigate through. Okay, so we've discussed all the great things about the unit, and I want to keep this video balanced in terms of positives and negatives. And to be honest, there's only one criticism I have, and it has to do with the LED light. So as great as the light is, there's actually no way to tell what Kelvin temperature you're at. So between 3000 and 6500, it becomes more of a guessing game in terms of visual representation of color, rather than actually having a number being displayed in the unit. So hopefully that's something that can be addressed further on, maybe with a firmware upgrade. I guess we'll see. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, comment below and I'll get back to you. Also follow me on Instagram, subscribe to our channel. We're gonna have a lot more videos coming as well. And hopefully you enjoyed this, hopefully this was helpful. And see you next time.